Anandamaya Vyasat.
I'm glad you explained Maya, because I've always wondered what that meant. I wanted to ask that when you said that word Maya.
Yeah.
And not Mayo.
Oh, Maya, yeah.
So yeah, that's Baladev Vidyabhushan says Anandamayo Abhyasat means, he says the Vedic grammar, he said with Vedic words, if it has more than, or if it has 3 syllables or more, Ananda, Maya becomes abundance. So he has an abundance of bliss. And it also means its essential quality or essential nature is that of bliss. That is Anandamaya Vyasa. And the other important thing we learned is Nirgun does not mean no qualities. It means no contact with material qualities, full of spiritual qualities. So Krishna also says, it's actually one other thing I didn't mention with the Om fractal, is that from the aprakrit comes the prakrit, from the subtle state comes the material state. But that means the spiritual state is higher. The material state it's an effect, not a cause. It comes from the spiritual state. And so in the Taittiriya Upanishad 2.7, it describes that from the subtle state, or the aprakrit, so-called unmanifest state, from our objective viewpoint, from our subjective experience, that is unmanifest. But really, from that real manifest realm, then this material shadow realm is manifested through the sound vibration Om. So that goes from thinking, feeling, and willing. The Lord desires, let there be the expansion of experience. Let the jivas experience, and let the universes be created. So the Lord thinks that, then his Swarup Shakti, his desire potency, manifests it through the sound vibration Om. So through that Om sound vibration, it goes from the thought process to the Logos, the divine word, from the power, the primordial power of the divine cosmic word, or Brahma Shabda. The word, there's the material word and the spiritual word. From the spiritual word, then it has the power of manifestation. Then through that Om mantra, all the infinite material universes are manifest. So from the subtle comes the gross, and then the gross enters back within the subtle state, or the spiritual state. So that is why we pray Om Purnamada Purnam Idam Purnam Purnat Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Avashishyate. What remains is Purnam. Purnam Eva Avashishyate. The last remaining itself is complete. That's why with fractal theory, if you go to the jiva, that's why it said it's 10,000 the tip of a hair. Or if you go to one atom, you can go closer and closer. If you take a structure like this, it may seem very small, a pinhead. They say even in a pinhead, okay, they give this example. In the head of a pin, if you think of the space of it, if you go inside, the space within that is like, they say, like a football field of emptiness. And the very center of that football field, the atoms are like just teeny little particles. That's how much space is in with one atom, has that much space within it. And then you go into that space, then there's other principles, other particles. So you can almost go infinitely deeper and deeper and deeper in the micro sense, and infinitely greater and greater and greater in the macro sense. Just in this material creation, what to speak of the spiritual creation? That's why Rupa was saying yesterday, Chintamani Moy Radha Kunda Tata Kahi Kunja Sata Sata. Each particle of, I was saying you need to write a purport. Each particle of dust on the bank of Radhakunj is Chintamani. And in each one of those Chintamani dusts, an entire creation can be present.
There's some good words to help express it, like the word blueprint. So the original blueprint within the spiritual world is like Krishna's form, his threefold, transcendental, dark, sweet, beautiful triangular form.
Satchidananda Rupa. Yeah, because they use the triangle for the fractal.
Tribhanga Lalita Shama.
Why is Krishna... Okay, this is a good point. Okay, why is he Tribhanga?
Is it even recorded?
It is recording.
Oh.
Why is he Tribhanga? The Tribhanga is the original fractal. Because they use the Koch snowflake starts with a triangle. So Tribhanga Lalit. Krishna is threefold. Shama. That's the threefold Shama Sundar.
Niyata. There's so many, Brahma Samhita gives so many beautiful ways to express it. And there's languages that help to bring it deeper as well, like to share it with people, like a blueprint of something. So when we build anything, we have a blueprint. So if Krishna is the blueprint from which everything is manifesting, then we can see his form in everything. So that lotus, beautiful form of Krishna is repeated through his reflection and through his shadow.
That's why we can say, Jayadev Goswami in Gita Govinda says, that Kamdev, love personified, when Radha and Krishna meet and experience sambhog, the ras, the bliss of meeting, and they go, that experience of their bliss goes to the highest state of Prem Vilas Vivarta, where they lose conception that I am Radha, I am Krishna. They're only absorbed so deeply in pleasing the beloved that they've reversed roles. Krishna thinks I am Radha, Radha thinks I am Krishna. At that state, their prem or anurag becomes molten. And then it becomes like molten shellac with the anurag color, because anurag's color is that saffron hue of love. Saffron reddish hue, the original color of love. And so Kamdev, love personified, takes that as a paint, and he uses that original color to paint the walls of the universe with prem, with love. So if you think of it in that sense, that original love blueprint is repeated throughout even the material existence. That's why it is also Purnameva Avashishyate. The smallest part is still complete. So that's why the love between a mother and her child, that is semblance of that real original love. The love between, that's the semblance of Vatsalya Ras, an eternal mood of relationship. That's why Sagun Tattva is very important, because if we don't believe in Sagun, ultimately everything is without personality, without features, then there's no experience of Ananda. That's what Vyasadeva says. To experience Ananda, there has to be separate existence.